Airports as we know them are about to undergo massive changes, and if you're not prepared, your travel plans could be disrupted. Starting in 2025, the Entry and Exit System, EES, will replace passport stamps with digital tracking, while the ETIAS visa waiver will become mandatory for U.S. and other visa-exempt travelers heading to Europe. Miss this step, and you won't even be allowed to board. In the U.S., domestic travelers must have a real ID-compliant driver's license to fly, yet many Americans still don't have one. These updates will change everything from check-in to security procedures, so staying informed is the only way to avoid costly delays and surprises. Let's break it all down so you can travel stress-free. For years, travelers from visa-exempt countries like the U.S. and Canada have enjoyed seamless entry into the European Union for short visits without additional paperwork. However, starting in 2025, the European Travel Information and Authorization System, ETIAS, will be required for entry. This new system enhances security by screening travelers before they arrive. While the process is simple and fully online, those unaware of the requirement could face unexpected disruptions. Travelers will need to submit basic personal details, travel plans, and a small fee of approximately €7, around $8. Most applications will be approved within minutes, minimizing delays. Children under 18 and seniors over 70 won't have to pay the fee, but must still apply. To avoid last-minute stress, apply for ETIAS well in advance to ensure a smooth trip. The days of passport stamping in the Schengen zone are coming to an end. Starting in 2025, the Entry and Exit System, EES, will replace manual stamps with a digital system that electronically records travelers' entry and exit. Upon arrival, travelers will scan fingerprints and take a photo at kiosks or with border officers. This data will be linked to passports, reducing human error and improving border security. While it means saying goodbye to traditional passport stamps, it will speed up processing times and improve accuracy for travelers. As with ETIAS, there may be delays in the rollout, but once fully implemented, EES will modernize European border control and make travel more efficient. Renewing a passport has traditionally been a slow, frustrating process. Starting in 2025, eligible U.S. travelers will be able to renew passports entirely online. No more mailing documents or waiting in line at the passport office. This shift represents a major step forward in streamlining what has historically been a cumbersome experience. Travelers will now have the convenience of completing the process from home, reducing unnecessary trips to government offices. However, not everyone qualifies for online renewal. To be eligible, applicants must meet strict requirements, including being 25 years or older, having a passport issued 9 to 15 years ago, and ensuring their passport is undamaged and not reported lost or stolen. These criteria are in place to maintain security and efficiency within the system. While online renewal will save time for many travelers, those who do not meet the requirements will still need to follow the traditional in-person process. One critical aspect of online passport renewal is that submitting an application immediately invalidates the current passport. This means travelers should carefully plan their renewal to avoid being without valid identification for upcoming trips. Since expedited processing is not available for online renewals, individuals with urgent travel plans may still need to visit a passport agency in person. By being proactive and applying well in advance, travelers can take full advantage of the digital system while minimizing any disruptions to their journeys. For a smooth renewal process, applicants should ensure their passport photo meets official guidelines. Poor quality images are one of the most common reasons applications get rejected. Using a professional service, such as Staples or CVS, can help avoid unnecessary delays. Additionally, staying informed about any potential system glitches or processing delays in the early stages of implementation will help travelers better navigate the new system. The introduction of online passport renewal marks a significant advancement, but proper preparation is key to ensuring a seamless experience. Before we move on, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe and click the bell to be notified of our latest travel tips, and share this information with your friends and family. And don't forget to join our free newsletter and become a friend of Park and Post. By signing up, you'll receive exclusive offers and updates. Click the link below to join our newsletter and start enjoying the benefits today. But let's get back to the topic. Big changes for travelers in 2025 and what you need to know. Starting May 7th, 2025, all travelers flying domestically within the U.S. will need a real ID-compliant driver's license or another TSA-approved form of identification. This new requirement is intended to enhance national security by enforcing stricter standards for state-issued IDs. However, many travelers remain unaware of the upcoming deadline and could face disruptions if they do not update their identification in time. To determine if your current ID is compliant, check for a star symbol in the upper corner. If your ID lacks this marking, it does not meet Real ID standards, and you will need to obtain a new one. The process requires visiting a DMV office in person with the following documents: proof of identity like birth certificate or valid passport, Social Security number, Social Security card, or tax document, 2 proofs of residency like utility bill, lease agreement, or bank statement. Since DMV offices are expected to experience increased demand as the deadline approaches, it's crucial to start the application process early. Failure to have a Real ID or an alternative TSA-approved ID, such as a passport or global entry card, could result in being denied boarding for domestic flights. For those who do not frequently travel by air, a Real ID may still be necessary for accessing federal buildings and certain facilities. While a passport remains a viable alternative for air travel, obtaining a Real ID ensures broader accessibility to government services without requiring additional documentation. By checking your current ID status and making necessary updates well before the deadline, you can avoid unnecessary stress and travel disruptions. Previously, passengers had to navigate complicated airline policies to get refunds for flight delays or cancellations. Starting in 2025, airlines must automatically refund passengers for delays exceeding more than 3 hours for domestic flights and more than 6 hours for international flights. If you accept a rebooked flight or travel credit, you forfeit your refund rights, so decide carefully. Passengers have often paid baggage fees only to receive their luggage hours or even days late. Under the new rule, airlines must automatically refund checked baggage fees if bags are delayed more than 12 hours for domestic flights and 13 to 30 hours international flights, depending on distance. Another thing you should be aware of is family seating charges. Families with young children frequently faced additional charges to sit together on flights, as airlines often treated seat selection as an extra service. This practice not only increased travel costs, but also created unnecessary stress for parents worried about being separated from their children during a flight. The DOT's new rule requires airlines to guarantee free seating for families with children under 13 when booking their tickets together. This ensures that parents and young children are automatically seated together without incurring extra fees. The change promotes a more family-friendly travel experience while eliminating the need for parents to pay additional costs or negotiate with airlines for suitable seating arrangements. Families can now book with peace of mind, knowing that they will be seated together at no extra charge. Let's talk about refunds for undelivered services. Passengers have long faced frustration when paying for extra services, such as in-flight Wi-Fi or premium seat selection, only to find that these services were unavailable or subpar during their journey. In many cases, airlines were reluctant to issue refunds, leaving travelers feeling shortchanged and helpless. This lack of accountability created dissatisfaction and eroded trust between airlines and their customers. Under the new DOT regulations, airlines are now required to refund passengers automatically for services they fail to deliver. Whether it's in-flight Wi-Fi that doesn't work or a seat upgrade that wasn't honored, Travelers are entitled to get their money back without having to file lengthy claims or engage in disputes with customer service. This regulation ensures that passengers are only charged for services they actually receive, holding airlines accountable and fostering a fair travel experience. Passengers should remain proactive by reporting undelivered services to ensure they receive the refunds they're owed. In the past, airline vouchers and credits issued for flight changes, cancellations, or disruptions often came with restrictive expiration dates, sometimes as short as 12 months. Passengers frequently lost out on these credits if they were unable to book new travel within the allotted time, resulting in wasted funds and added frustration. Under the new rules, vouchers and airline credits now have a validity of 5 years, giving travelers significantly more flexibility to plan and rebook their trips. This change is particularly beneficial for passengers who face unexpected travel interruptions or wish to postpone their plans for an extended period. With this extended time frame, travelers can make more thoughtful decisions about when and where to travel, reducing the pressure to use credits hastily and enhancing the overall travel experience. By keeping track of their vouchers and credit expiration dates, passengers can now confidently reschedule their trips at their convenience. 2025 is bringing major travel changes, but with a little preparation, you can stay ahead and travel stress-free. Be sure to check the description for official resources, and if you found this information helpful, give this video a thumbs up and share it with fellow travelers. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for the latest travel updates, tips, and hacks. Thanks for watching, safe travels, and see you in the next video.